Ilan naman ang maidadagdag ng administration in terms of resources at saka votes at saka machinery kung sila ay susunod sa impeachment. So,
Ronald, parang alam na alam mo yan. Yan siguro ginawa niyo nung panahon yan. I think
wala
everyone's
akong
talking about the
kinalaman
Corona
doon. Wala akong
impeachment as we
kinalaman
speak.
doon.
Everyone's talking about the Corona impeachment as we talk now. So I'm just saying, maybe Ronald knows a thing or two. Wala akong alam. Wala kami sinasabi. Now, speaking of Migs, let's talk about Migs Nograles. So kanina doon sa hearing ni Migs Nograles, na-booking itong, or at least, itong allegations by this Chinese spy tycoon caught in, I think, is it in Thailand or Malaysia, who said na siya mismo ang nag-alaga doon sa case ni Alice Go. Therefore, the implication is Alice Go could be, after all, some sort of a spy or auxiliary of the Chinese intelligence services. What is your read of that? Nagwala si Alice Go doon. Napikon talaga siya doon. I could see, immediately she went into like, ayoko nang... So, what do you think is going on? Maybe after all, she is indeed a spy.
Yes, may ganun naman from the start naman, may ganung klaseng mga claims, may ganung klaseng possibility, no?
Pero walang ganyan testimony from another one who's
Pero
caught.
walang
Yun
ganyan
nga, ito may
testimony.
testimony ng ibang Chinese ano eh.
Mas
Oh.
yun eh, mas yung dati suspicions dahil she was hiding in plain sight. Tapos meron siyang enough resources, may enough wherewithal, no? Para maging mayor, no? Maging mayor at maging patron ng napakalaking Pogo Hub, no? So may gano'n naman talagang possibility. Pero ako kasi hindi pa sa akin decisive itong itong Al Jazeera article na ito na pinanggalingan nitong mga claims na ito Hindi ko pa sigurado itong alleged spy, no? Kung paano
Si
lahat diyan
Xie
mga alleged.
Zhejiang. So he's saying he's not a reliable witness?
Lahat
But why
yan
would
ay
he say this?
lahat yan ay alleged pa lang Ang sigurado ko kasi na spy, yung lumabas sa Rappler. Yun sigurado ko yun. Pero yun, hindi
At
mo
lumabas
hindi
na
hindi
ng bansa. At lumabas na rin ng bansa.
tsaka yun, kahit not a single word. Yung mga real spies, hindi nagpapa-interview
Ito tycoon naman kasi, so nagdadoble
Oo.
cara. Siguro auxiliary din to. So puro silang siguro auxiliary. You know?
Iba kasi yung spy, iba yung assets.
Yeah. That's why
Halimbawa,
I use the word
ibig
assets.
sabihin kahit yung mga triads na kalaban ng Chinese government can become assets, no?
Sicario, essentially.
Iba
So,
yun, no?
intelligence asset. Okay, sorry. Let me be
Iba yun, no?
intelligence asset rather than spy. That is
Yes,
very likely. Yeah.
iba yun. Halimbawa, nung lumabas ng bansa si Alice Guo, kung siya ay talagang spy, bumalik na siya ng China. Dahil mas safe siya ron no? Mas safe siya ron. Kung siya ay triad, magdadalawang isip siya. Because triads disappear in China. No? Nawawala. They can be assets, but they are also
Vulnerable.
kalaban ng Estado. No?
They're-
Kalaban sila ng Estado. Halimbawa, some corrupt Communist Party officials may use triads to launder their money out labas ng China. So,
It's a love-hate
magkaiba yun.
relationship. It's a
Yes, magkaiba yun.
multifarious
Kaya,
relationship.
kaya ang tingin ko rito, not necessarily black and white. No?
Yeah, shades of gray, shades of gray. Speaking of that, shades of gray, let's have our interesting. Nasaan na si Harry Ronald? Parang tagal niya na wala. Paano siya nakatago? Nasa Pilipinas kaya or baka nang Indonesia rin? I mean, if you're Harry Roque, where will you hide? In plain sight? In Bali? In where?
If you have money, you can do almost anything. Huwag mong kalimutan, nagbigay siya ng 37 million sa campaign ni Sara. Ibig sabihin, mahaba ang kanyang pise. Mahaba niyang kanyang pise.
Yung account pa lang ni Mr. Tigwa, diba?
At kung siya ay allegedly connected dito sa mga Pogo, which are basically triads, no? Ay meron kang network na pwedeng pagtaguan, no? Halimbawa, yung mga principal dito sa Pogos hindi naman nahuhuli. Ang nahuli yung mga inutusang bumili ng suka Yung mga Cassandra Ong, yung mga Alice Goo, no? Yung mga batang mga babae.
Suka
Pero yung
para
mga
million ang kinikita.
pero yung mga kwan talaga, at least si Tony Yang, yan big time yan. Yung kapatid ni Michael Yang, yan big time yan. Pero most of yung mga kwan talaga, yung leaders ng syndicate, hindi na nakita. Either they're here hiding o nakalabas na sila ng bansa. Pero kung ikaw ay may pera, no? Hindi ko naman sinasabi na may ganyan akong experience, no? Either ikaw ay may pera o ikaw
Ano,
ay
di ba
may
nasa Matrix ka dati tapos wala
o
ka?
hindi, pero nagsimula naman tayo sa underground eh. So ibig sabihin meron kang skill
Na,
set na na-develop in
nawala
terms
si Harry.
oh,
Nawala si Harry.
nawala si Hari. Pero
Oh,
kung ikaw ay may pera at meron kang
di mo na
network,
kailangan ng skill set.
pwede ka magtago,
I'm
no? Pwede ka
sure Harry has other talents, Ronald, that we rather not discuss. But no,
Pwede kang magtago.
I'm talking about
Or
his
hindi ako
mental
magugulat,
analysis.
may chance na may chance na nag-alis guo ka rin, nakalabas ka ng bansa, no?
May
Dahil
chance na baka kasi may nag-comment, bakit lahat nahuhuli sa Davao?
or
Is that
nahuli sa
really?
Indonesia. Or nahuli sa Indonesia, no?
Or
Sabi
nag-Indonesia
nila,
after Davao.
palabasin si Hari para mahuli, no?
I'm
Paano
not
yung
sure.
wife niya? Yung wife niya nasa labas na ng bansa. Yung wife ni Hari. Yun,
Oh,
may record yung Bureau of Immigration na
interesting,
nakalabas ng bansa.
interesting
No?
times. Si Mr. Supra, nandito pa rin?
Mukhang nandito pa. No? Mukhang
Kasi
nandito pa.
nag-gym na. Medyo balik na siya sa gym. Parang I think this chapter of my
Kaya,
life is done.
baka walang tiga buhat na mga maleta ni Hari habang siya ay nagtatago. Kawawa naman, no? Kawawa naman, no?
Parang medyo pinabayaan niya yung sarili niya. I hope he takes care of himself.
Pero pero kanyan, kailangan may patunayan yung ating mga security agency dahil mapapahiya sila kung hindi nila mahuhuli si Hari kung nandito pa si Hari.
Si Torre, di ba, na ano na siya, interim na siya ng CIDG ngayon. So baka PNP will
Yes,
level
yes.
up now that Torre is the head of the intelligence and all.
Yes, yes. Yung promotion niya ay ang tingin baka hindi siya kayang bilhin. Ang problema kasi ng ating mga law enforcement agencies ay madaling bilhin eh. Halimbawa,
Wala
itong
ako sinasabi.
sinasabi na protector o enabler ni Alice Guo is a police chief, no less than a police chief, no? Kaya halimbawa si Albayalde, police chief na link sa Ninja Cops sa drugs. So hindi ka magugulat kung
Pampanga,
merong
no?
mga hindi lang high ranking, the highest ranking, no, sa ating kapulisan na tumutulong sa mga likes of Harry Roque.
Dapat si Torre gawing DLG secretary kung alis na si Abalos. You know, you need someone like serious and...
Merong mukhang may chismis ako diyan eh. Merong nakapila. May
I'm
nakapila diyan.
sure. I'm sure marami.
Hindi ko lang alam kung may magagawa siya dahil ah, dati siyang congressman,
Uy,
malapit siya kay BBM,
sige
no?
lang.
Pero
Clue pa,
wala
clue.
naman siyang background sa local government
Yun
o
lang.
kaya sa o
Baka
kaya sa
mamarohas tayo dyan. Baka
oh.
mamarohas tayo dyan. Yung
So
nag-DLG secretary
may,
out of,
may chismis, no?
mamaya i-text mo lang sa akin tapos sasabihin ko, according to informed sources who's not Ronald Llamas. Itago natin sa pangalan Ronald Llamas. Let's go to the latter part of discussion. Balikan natin ito si Ma'am Mercado because ang hanash nila Sara is very very DDS, very predictable. Sinisira-sira ito si Mercado. Sinasabi na ito ay kumuha ng 16 million pesos na I mean, bribery supposedly. Ito daw magaling magmarites, whatever. So ang point ko is, if this Yusek Mercado was a person who could easily make so much money, why would she risk her life now? And if she really did something big or was about to do something really big corruption, bakit hindi na ombudsman office to? So I'm wondering what
Yes.
di ba? What is Sarah
Una,
thinking?
ang sinasabi nila may ombudsman case siya. Pero nung chinek yung records, mukhang yung mga kaso na yon ay wala na. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya nag-prosper. No? Hindi siya nag-prosper. Yung mga sinasabi nilang ombudsman cases. No? Ikalawa, ay mukhang solid naman yung kanyang track record. Dating head ng Development Academy of the Philippines, no? Several decades na nasa gobyerno, no? So medyo solid naman yung kanyang record. Tapos yung sinasabi nila ng mga kaso ay parang hindi na consummate. Ibig sabihin hindi na patunayan. Kaya wala na siya. Malinis yung kanyang record.
Yes.
Ang tanong lang sa akin ay yung sinasabi ni Mercado na binayad sa kanya ng 50,000, parang masyado maliit, no?
Medyo
Para sa
chipang.
para sa ganung
Chipang.
klaseng sa ganung klaseng
Baka Ronald, naubusan
korupsyon.
na yung confidential fund. Naubusan na. Kaya mga pitik-pitik na lang.
Sabi ko 50,000, no? Para sa nasa kwan siya, nasa back, nasa bids
Nasa envelope lang, ganyan lang. Yeah,
O
that
yun lang yung aking unang naisip. Sabi ko, ba't ang liit naman? No?
so, medyo chinipang. Baka kasi,
Ang DepEd, ang pinakamalaki ang budget
yeah,
sa buong
bigger than
gobyerno.
defense.
Oo, at diyan malalim yung corruption. Sa mga libro lang eh. No? Sa mga libro lang, sa mga ghost employees, sa mga schools
Leaders,
na hindi
leaders.
itatayo. No? Kanyan, ang laki ng corruption niya. Sabi nga ni Secretary Angara, nung siya ay nag-take over, ay marami siyang nadiskubre ng mga anomalya in the billions. In the
Yes.
billions, not in the hundreds of millions, in the billions. No? Kaya medyo malalim at malawak
Oo,
yung
mas marami
history ng
mahuhuling.
corruption sa DepEd.
Kaya
Kaya
umiwas yata sa akin si Anggar kasi interview ko siya sa baka marami siyang madulas dyan. I'm just kidding. Sir Ronald, let's go to the last part of our discussion. Okay, so what is the way forward now? Idamay naman kita sa mga nagbabash sa akin. Sir Ronald, kasi nagpa-survey ako kahapon, my own Hey Darian surveys. Nagtanong ako, kamusta ang kakamping ngayon? Parang solid pa rin, medyo dormant, kailangan pa i-organize. That's option 2. And then third is, babalik yan 2028 but for Riza or babalik yan again 2028 but for Lenny again, di ba? So, medyo spread siya pretty much. Of course, marami pa rin bumoto ng solid pa rin kasi TikTok yan. Twitter yan. So, more, obviously, medyo may leaning yung following ko and all of that on TikTok and all, on Twitter and all of that. But nevertheless, close to 30% said hindi pa rin well organized and hindi pa rin clear kung kay Risa or kay Lenny pa rin. So 44% solid pa rin. This is more than 2,000 votes. Not organized 26%, 70% for Risa in 2028, 13% for Lenny in 2028. What is your read of how can we have a constructive discussion ng kakamping without hurting certain feelings? Or maybe we should really hurt feelings, wala talagang choice because we have to level up and we have to have proper honest conversations.
una, hindi ako ganun ka-optimistic na on its own ay nandyan siya dormant at babalik after 3 to 4 years. Hindi ako, medyo skeptical ako sa ganun.
Gonna
Dahil
swim on
yan
and off.
kasi,
Yeah.
yan, ino-organize mo yan eh. No? At nung 2022, may mga nagkaroon ng PTSD, may mga na-frustrate, may mga nalungkot, may mga naging indifferent, bumalik ng isa.
Nag-migrate.
May mga nag-migrate. So, hindi na harness eh. Kung hindi mo yun na harness, significantly merong nawala. Ngayon yung nawala ay babalik ba diyan kaagad? Depende sa magiging organizing at saka political strategy mo. Doon ako sasang-ayon. Hindi yan yung wala kang gagawin for the next 3 years, tapos yan ay magiging dormant, tapos pag inactivate mo sa 2028, yan ay mabubuhay. Hindi ako naniniwala sa ganon. No?
The other
Depende
point,
yan sa
Ronald,
gagawin.
people are raising is this is really a Lenny thing that it's just really a Lenny thing that hindi ito transferable. That hindi pwede sa Chekibam, sa Kibam, kay Risa, hindi daw pwede. Yun yung isa pang sentiment na I see. Not as much as I thought, but nevertheless.
Well, tingin ko lahat yan ay transferable eh, no? Halimbawa, ay kung maganda ang brand mo, no, ay pupunta yan kung nasaan yung magandang brand. Halimbawa, tingin ko bahagi ng Lenny ng Pink, bahagi ng Duterte, bahagi ng Marcos pumupunta sa mga tulpo. No? Ibig sabihin, hindi necessary na pupunta yan dun sa sayo na. No? Posible yan na mabawas hindi lamang hindi lamang kay Lenny, kung hindi mismo sa Duterte, mismo sa mga Marcos at mapunta sa iba. Mapunta sa iba. Kaya nandun yung labanan eh, no? Nandun yung labanan. Medyo mahirap kung halimbawa sa Marcoses wala kang viable alternative kay Marcos, no? Mahirap sa mga Duterte dahil nagsisimula silang bumaba. Imagine mo Big R, kung na-anticipate nila na mawawasak itong unit team, na hindi ganun kahirap ma-anticipate dahil alam mo naman walang substance yung unit team eh. Ibig sabihin, it will explode like a hot air balloon sooner than later. Ibig sabihin, kung inaasahan mo na mangyayari yan, sana na-harness mo yung pink wave at kung ma-harness mo, ikaw ngayon ang isa, if not the dominant political force with the destruction of the unit team. Yun yung, doon ako lang hihinayang. Pero
Lack
siyempre
of
that is
foresight.
partly in retrospect, pero hindi rin purely in retrospect eh. Dahil from our vantage point, alam naman natin na yung unity ay hindi sustainable. Dahil nga wala siyang solid ideological, political, even personal foundation. Wala namang friendship eh between the Duterte and the Marcoses eh, no? Lalo nang walang ideological moorings at even tactical political unities, kapos din eh. So, kung ganun ang pagtingin mo, kung nandun ka sa 2022 ng May or June, alam mo hindi ito tatagal. At ano yung dapat mong ginawa? Hinarness mo yung 15-16 million votes ni Lenny at yung hundreds of thousands of volunteers na hindi nagpahakot sa mga rallies at pinotektahan yung boto. Imagine mo kahit a small percentage lang yan, you would have been the major political force ngayon, 2 years after.
It's really,
Sayang.
oh, I mean, why are they wearing pink? Bakit Checky Bam and all of them are like blue, shades of blue, Tiffany green, whatever. Like, bakit wala sa kanila nagpi-pink? Doesn't
Well,
that not help if
siguro,
they're not also trying to mobilize the
yeah.
pink?
Well, siguro dahil ang tingin nila baka ayun nga, baka tanggap nila na nawala na yung pink, no? Kahit sinasabi nila na yan ay dormant lang, baka deep within, baka iniisip ng iba, kinakailangan nating i-reinvent yung ating mantra. Baka kinakailangan nating i-reinvent yung ating narrative, no? Which could also be positive. Halimbawa, from yellow, ginawang pink dahil na-demonize ng husto yung yellow nung panahon ni Digong. No? Mismo si Leni, hindi tumakbo as Liberal Party, tumakbo siya as independent. Dahil na-demonize yung yellow at yung organizational constituency niyan, yung liberal. Kaya nag-independent at gumawa ng
So why would
bagong
you rebrand the rebrand when in fact it kind of worked, didn't it? I mean, yes, natalo si Lenny because combine yung dalawang higanteng dynasties na yan, trapos na yan. Ay, sorry, mga dynasties na yan. But now that 50-60 million could make all the difference. Who knows? Even in 2028, right? Imagine if that
yes, but
part of that was
pero
behind Checky Bam and all. I think Chel would have run now for Senate.
yes, kung na-consolidate mo at na-harness mo yung pink wave na yan starting nung June 2022. Pero for 2 years, halos walang nangyari. Si Risa lang yung nag-iingay eh. No, si Risa, kahit si Kiko at saka si Bam tahimik eh. Even the Liberal Party tahimik eh. So, kaya hindi lang vacuum eh, no? Talagang nawala eh. So hindi ako magugulat kung kinakailangan nilang mag-reinvent dahil may mga frustrated, no? May mga frustrated at
And
may
speaking of,
mga galit.
and last part, Rona, I know both of us are a little bit about to collapse, but last part, so kanina with Wataru Kusaka, our good friend, professor friend from Tokyo, we talked about the fact na hindi na bebenta yung based on the data we have and also, on the ground studies, hindi yung anti-corruption, yung anti-poverty alleviation, sabi niya hindi nagagana yan. In fact, sinabi niya Wataru na hindi pwede yung angat buhay lang na poverty alleviation. It has to be more aspirational. It has to be more grand. Maybe not Maharlika Fund level of grand na questionable, but something that appeals to the aspiration of middle class, the C and D, who together are the majority of voters. What do you think should be the issues that they can focus on aside from the usual anti-corruption and poverty alleviation, which I think everyone will do in one way or another, or claim not, even the Dutertes are claiming they're against corruption or whatever.
Yeah, well, actually, yung ating movement, the progressive movement, is built on the foundation, on the analysis that our institutions doesn't work. Ang problema, yung mantra na yan, ang nakaagaw ay yung mga populist. The institutions doesn't work, so kinakailangan natin ng quick solutions. And we are the solutions. Yung ganong klaseng 1 + 1 = ganito. So, yun yung problema. Atin dapat yan eh. Tayo yung main critic ng failed institutions. Tayo yung main critic ng failed system. And yet, yung nakakakuha niyan are the Trumps of this world, no? Ang nakakakuha niyan are the Modis of this world. Yun ang nakakakuha eh, di ba? Kaya in a way, hindi ako magugulat doon sa sinabi ng friend mo na yung part ng being aspirational ay to present a problem big enough and a solution big enough, no? And make it very emotional. Make it very emotional. Yun yung populist ethos na madalas natin pinag-uusapan shouldn't be just the monopoly of the conservative right or the reactionary right.
Actually,
No,
more hijacked
dapat
reaction, right?
dapat kunin din natin, no? Dapat kunin din natin 'yon. Yun yung madalas natin pag-usapan this past 1.5 years na wag natin isuko yan. Na lagi kong ini-invoke si Laclao at saka si Move, no? Yung aking mga paboritong ideologues.
Fire. Oh yeah, I was just listening to
Saka
Evita's.
sila Brother Yard, no?
Right.
Simulacra, no? Yun.
Yeah. Medyo postmodern na tayo, but I definitely performativity. I would just use the term. There has to be some performative competence there because unfortunately, our era of social media and all of that, you have to be a little bit good in. I don't know about the TikTok dances I'm seeing so far, no offense, but I think hindi pwede pa cute lang. There should be a little bit of fire and fiesta. I think I and Ronald in our own little ways, diba? We have some fire and fiesta, except today. I think this was the most behaved version of R&R in the history of all podcasts. So thank you so much, Ronald. I know there's so much more we want to discuss. Let's just do it next week properly. Sana Kalya survey naman tayo ulit or back in studio with some of the great guests. Hopefully si Lord, si Kristan, mga yan, pwede sila mag-join sa atin. Not to mention, we want to get also LGU leaders. On that note, Ronald, get well. I'll try to get well and hopefully...
Anytime. Kahapon nga, kasama ko si Lord. Sabi ko, oh Lord, sabi ni Richard, magsasama daw tayo Sabi na,
God willing.
talaga? Baka magtago muna ako kung ikaw makakasama ko, sabi ni Lord.
Ayun. Hindi yan ang sinabi sa akin. Iba yung sinabi niya sa akin. But Ronald, pakitext sa akin kung sino gusto mag-DLG secretary para... May source ako na hindi Ronald.
Sabihin ko sa'yo, no?
Yung pauses ko, doon ako kinakabahan kung may pause ka. Thank you so much. Ronald Llamas, my comrade. Have a lovely weekend and more power to you and talk to you soon.
Hopefully. Happy Sunday.
Same to you, brother, comrade.